Hello everybody. So today I wanted to tackle a biology concept, specifically the anatomy of the nephron. And so the nephron has several steps in it, beginning with the glomerulus, the proximal convoluted tubule, and the loop of Henle, which is made up of two parts, the descending and the ascending loop of Henle. Then we have the distal convoluted tubule, and then finally the collecting duct. Okay, so in order to understand this whole process of certain blood constituents being filtered out, it's important to understand the composition of our urine. So our urine is made up of 94% water, 3.5% urea, and the remainder is electrolytes and metabolites. Okay, so that'd be like sodium, chloride, sulfates, phosphates, and creatine, and whatever else. So as you can see, the majority of the urine is water. That means that even though there is a lot of water reabsorbed in these processes that occur, the majority of the urine that is finally excreted is water. Okay, so let's look at the glomerulus. The glomerulus is a cluster of capillaries that are involved with reabsorbing certain nutrients, and it consists of the Bowman's capsule. And the Bowman's capsule is the initial stage of the nephron process. That's going to determine the constituents that can be reabsorbed. It determines the constituents that eventually go on through the process. Okay. After the glomerulus, we have the proximal convoluted tubule. And so the proximal convoluted tubule is very important for reabsorption of glucose, amino acids, and other metabolites. This is the big one. A lot of reabsorption takes place here. Now after this, our proximal convoluted tubule goes on to the loop of Henle. And the loop of Henle, at this point, at the descending loop of Henle, the water content has been reabsorbed already. It has already lost our blood constituency has lost 70% of the water through reabsorption. So right now in here we have 70% of the water back into the bloodstream through capillaries and various other mechanisms. And the further you go down the descending loop of Henle, the more reabsorption of water takes place. And then same thing with the ascending portion of the loop of Henle. More water is getting reabsorbed. Finally, we reach the distal convoluted tubule, and the distal convoluted tubule is involved with potassium ion excretion. So they're involved with absorbing and regulating the amount of potassium that gets reabsorbed. These are very important in the neuron, which I'll talk about that in a different video. After the distal convoluted tubule, the next process is the collecting duct, and the collecting duct is the final stage, and that is whatever is left in the bloodstream in this process. That is, whatever didn't get reabsorbed is in the collecting duct. From there, it's going to go to the ureter, and eventually it's going to become our urine. Okay, well, that is the nephron in a nutshell. If you have any more questions, please let me know at gforbes@poets.whittier.edu. And thank your nephron next time you go to the restroom. Have a good day.